Hello, comrades. Commissar Bro here today with the 6th episode of The Rise of Djibouti. Hearts of Djibouti. Hearts of Djibouti? Yeah, just that one. There's only one title, I swear. Anyway, so yeah, here we are again with another episode, and we're starting to do some things different. Now, in the past, we considered heavily of going to war with Rwanda, but the more I think about it, the more I might just let Rwanda, Burundi, Eritrea, and Burkina Faso live. They're already part of an organization called the African Federation, bringing us into an agreement, essentially, with some of our fellow African people may actually not be a bad idea for Djibouti. Now, ultimately, we probably still want Rwanda more than we don't want Rwanda, but honestly, I don't mind so much. I'm pretty much as powerful as I need to be. So what I've decided is we are going to join together with these guys, and they are going to assist us. Now, Burundi is actually the leader of this organization, and frankly, we don't much care for Burundi, but again, what are we gonna lose? You know what I mean? Like, really, what are we gonna lose? We're freaking Djibouti. Like, we're not scared of anybody. So, yeah, as far as it's concerned, I don't care too much. They'll get our roller coasters here soon enough. In the meantime, we still have control of Yemen, which is under our control and has been puppeted by us. But truly, you can hardly tell that they've been puppeted by us if you look at it. I don't really see much that would kind of give it away. We could request forces from them, I guess. Guarantee their independence. Absolutely, we need to guarantee their independence because they're our sweet country. Nobody can have our little Yemen. That's right. Our monarchist faction. So, if we take a look at the factions that exist in the world, NATO is the most powerful by far, controlling the majority of the northern hemisphere. But then there's the Chinese-led faction, AEDU. I'm not actually sure what that stands for, the Asian Eastern Defense Union or something. I don't know. I'm just winging it on that one. So a lot of you are wondering what actually happened in the war, that world war between NATO and the Russian-led coalition. Well, I think you can probably get, just by taking a look at it, that Russia kind of got its shit kicked in. Pretty hard by the United States. It was attacked from the south by Kazakhstan and Norway. The United States actually moved in through Belarus, and the Russians were defeated pretty quickly, honestly, within a few months. There wasn't a whole lot of fighting they did to hold off against their enemies, as it were. So, yeah, that's kind of something that happened. And now Russia is tiny and under control of Grigory Yavlinsky. And is social liberal and is much smaller than it used to be. So yeah, that's the new Russia, and they're a puppet of the U.S. also aligned in NATO. So cool stuff. Cool stuff's going on there. Not for Russia. It was not all that great for Russia at all. Let's look at rubber. We need more rubber. Click 0, and then, you know what, get 2. Sure, we need 2. What resources do we need? A lot of everything. Mostly steel, as per usual. Our production has still not been hampered too much. We're up to producing roughly 7, almost 7 and a quarter. No, actually exactly 7 and a quarter tanks a day. Producing 1 Gen 5, or well, 7. Well, basically 1 a day. We're almost producing 1 Gen 5 multi-role fighter per day. We're still building some Gen 4 bombers with 1.76 a week. We're not producing any actual weapons or artillery. With the thing being kind of low there, but we are going to bump this up on the list a little bit and increase the speed with which we're building that missile cruiser. I would like to one day actually build the bastard. That would be nice. Our forces are lined up. Our next 2 targets that we're considering is the Democratic Republic of Congo, which is being heavily affected by attrition in the area, as you can see here. We're also looking at Equatorial Africa, and we're also considering Chad. Each one of these countries are pretty much soon to be taken over, but what real value do they have? Not a whole lot, to be absolutely honest with you. The biggest one we're going to be getting out of is we're going to be getting a lot of oil. Oh no, that's actually in That's in Angola. Angola owns those shores there. So really, we're not getting much out of them at all. Tungsten, we're getting about 56 tungsten, which is going to be kind of useful, especially considering I think we have a tungsten shortage. Yes, we do. We do have quite the tungsten shortage. The Central African Republic is going to be another one we're going to be looking for taking over. We need the steel reserves there. And then there's some more steel reserves in Chad. So basically, we're going to be getting a bunch of these places with the hope and intention of gaining their resources more than anything else. If we look at some of our neighbors, we can kind of see that nobody really has any resources. The biggest one would be Rwanda with 17 steel and 77 tungsten just begging to be taken out. Now, there is some aluminum down in Mozambique. That's something we should keep in mind. Zambia doesn't really have anything. Namibia doesn't have anything. We'll go back to that here. Botswana has some steel. The state of Zimbabwe has about 28 chromium, which could be useful. We do need chromium. The other big country that we need to be looking at is South Africa, but I believe South Africa is in the AEDU. So, assuming we could take on the Chinese in open warfare, if we could take control of South Africa, that would be an absolute boon for our burgeoning Djibouti. That's right. Now, the other target we should be considering is Saudi Arabia, who no one's really on good terms with the Saudis, which is convenient for us. Alrighty, moving on. Yeah, we don't want to increase their influence any. They have a lot of oil, as you can see, which is pretty obvious. 885 oil means they're pretty much the largest oil producer, and then 128 oil there. Yeah, so truly taking over the Middle East would be a pretty helpful thing to do for us as well. We could focus on Oman as first. If we move too far north, that's something we need to consider might be a problem. If we move too far north, we might piss off some of the giants in NATO. Pissing off NATO is probably not the best way to go about our business, but we may have no choice. So it may be something we have to do anyway. So we'll see. We'll see. For the most part, taking a look at our country, we don't really have a whole lot of resources. Just literally looking at everything and taking it all in. Most of our resources come straight out of Djibouti itself because we built a lot of factories there. Most of these territories, we don't have a whole bunch of stuff going on because of the fact that they are controlled. They are controlled countries and not considered cores. That's one thing I do have a problem with in this game is no length of time will eventually make stuff a core, which is a shame because I would absolutely love it if we could actually get some cores going on. And I also don't like how low the manpower is in my country. Only 201,000 troops are available to be fielded out of a country of 400 million people. That's ridiculous. And so I wish there was also more ways to get larger numbers of people out of the local populace in terms of laws, but I don't think there is. And if there is, I'm just stupid. Again, this is a mod, so it's a little bit different than the other ones we would normally play. So, what does this mean? What else can we do? Let's click play. I'm letting time pass. That's one of the reasons I'm talking so much right now, is I'm kind of letting time pass and letting things occur. We could go to heavily regulated, so we don't... Yeah, let's go to heavily regulated so that we get rid of that. Our economy is closed. We are in a war economy. Honestly, I would want us to be in total mobilization, but the fact that it would decrease so much of the total population we have to recruit from, we wouldn't literally have enough. We wouldn't have any troops to recruit from at all. So we can't exactly have that happen. Now, can we? No. The answer is no. Let's see. But can we increase service by requirement? We could. That would decrease our factory output, construction time, and so on and so forth. But it does give us an additional 3% of troops to recruit from. So basically what we're probably going to do here very soon is we're going to go up to service by requirement because we are going to need troops in the coming days, essentially, especially if we're going to war with more countries. All right, so how many more days do we got? All right, well, we still got about 30 days or so before we are justified to go to war with the Central African Republic. So in the meantime, let's take a look back at our forces. The smaller army is going to be pushing into the interior of the Central African Republic. So we're going to go ahead and start them on their planning. But we're also going to have Army number 2 starting to push up there as well. I honestly don't think I even really need to control these armies. I probably will, though. You've seen how it's been in the past. You can never be too careful. Looks like Khartoum is having some issues. Where is Khartoum? Isn't it down here? Where is Khartoum? Oh, no, it's probably up here in the area. Yeah, there it is, right there. So basically that area is still damaged from our war with Sudan taking them down. So that's just going to get fixed. I'm not too concerned about that, actually. What should we construct? We should clearly construct things, yeah? I need more. We really need steel. Like, the lack of steel in our country is painful. So actually what we're going to do is we're pretty much going to go and start producing some more steel mills to get just that much needed steel that we are literally missing out on. That'll bring us, the completion of these 3 factories will bring us in 45 steel, but we still don't even have enough. So we're going to build an additional factory and an additional factory, and that will bring us up to a grand total of 60 steel, meeting the most of the requirements. But we still need other materials as well, which would be oil, tungsten, and aluminum. We could build an aluminum factory right there, and it looks like the FAMAS F2 was just completed, which is convenient, to say the least. We need us some sweet, sweet FAMAS capabilities. Some better guns, man. Early exoskeletons. I dig it. I dig it. I can't wait to actually use this stuff. I guess we should go back over to naval and continue getting some more naval stuff. Research that. And out-of-date equipment. Stop building Galils. Upgrade to FAMAS's advanced modern guns. Oh my. And we need to put that at the top if it's not. Where did it go? Didn't I just change it over? Did I change it over to motorized? Wasn't paying attention? Whatever. Alright, well, we're going to put that at the top. Gonna put 2 factories in that. Oh, crap. Put 1 there we go. There we go, cat. Alright. Worker strikes. Worker strikes are occurring. What should we do? Well, by God, worker strikes are important. Let's increase our stability. And it looks like... Oh, okay. So we have finished justifying both of our wars with the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Central African Republic. So we're actually going to go to war with them first. Oh yeah, Djibouti goes to war. War against the Central African Republic begins! And they're not even ready. Look, they're going to attack us. We're going to steamroll and move in. Conquer this country for sweet Djibouti. Spread, my children, spread! The CSTO. I don't know what the hell the CSTO is. The Central African Republic. Hopefully it's nothing that could kill me. South Ossetia has joined the war against us. Whatevs. You would be surprised how little I actually care. Forward, men. Burn this empire to the ground. We lost the Lockheed. Oh, I guess our relations with the U.S. went too low to be able to keep doing that. Oh, Mozambique joined the war. Or they joined the faction. That's not good. So that means Mozambique's going to move against us and join the war very soon. Yep, look, they're already coming at us. But it doesn't matter because we're going to push right into the Central African Republic's interior, take over their territory as fast as possible, and Bahrain joined as well. Oh my, everyone's rising against Djibouti, but frankly, it doesn't matter. And it looks like Burundi is going to join us in our war efforts, but we don't want them to join because we don't want them to take our territory. I don't want anyone to get any of the land that is truthfully mine. So, if we need them, so like hypothetically, if like the United States goes to war with us and we might need some additional reinforcements, then we will call in some reinforcements. But truly, I'm not too concerned, if at all concerned, about our enemies and what they could possibly do to us, because it's not much. It is not much indeed. All right, those, yes, move there quickly to Bangui. Bangui. I don't know how to pronounce that. I guess it's Bangui. Yep, and see, look, we've already defeated the Central African Republic, crushed them like the dogs they are, and the war is over with them. Well, they had 11 factories. Not bad, not bad. But bringing additional factories is not exactly what I want. Are we still at war with the CSTO? Looks like we are. A whole bunch of African nations are starting to join our enemies, so that could be concerning, but frankly, I'm not too concerned about it. We are going to bring in this new division here under John Walker, and we're going to put that on the border with Mozambique so that we can hold firm against them. Actually, you know what? We're going to delete, belay those orders, men, and reassign them. I know there's easier ways to do that, but I just do it that way. All right, and it looks like the war with the Democratic Republic of Congo is ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to say hold for a moment. Yeah. So now we're really getting some work done. So we're going to attack from here. We need to actually set up the border here. So you guys are going to be in the top. Yeah. Just like that. Just like Daddy likes it. Cameroon. Who all's joining? Oh, Cameroon's on the western side. That could be concerning. We don't have any forces there. I'm not too concerned about it, actually. We'll bring in our reinforcements into northern Congo, and they will do that, lacking the range to completely cover the area. Well, I'd kind of like to rebase. So my UI is still a little weird ever since the Death and Dishonor thing came out, or the new expansion came out, so that's something to keep in mind. Just attack. Just literally roll over the border. Like, their troops are so down and out. Like, look at that. We're literally just walking right past them. They're not even realistically holding back against us. We're going to be incredibly aggressive with our attacks. We still have our tanks holding off on the border with Cameroon to make sure that they stay in their place. And again, we're not going to call our teammates into assistance because we don't need them. It does look like Mozambique is starting to move on our borders against us, which is not good. Not good at all, actually. Yeah, that's not good. So we need to make sure that no, you know, just hold. Full hold, men. We need to be prepared for the enemy as they come rolling over our borders. That's not making me happy. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, and they're pushing against us. All right, so let's take a look at the casualties thus far. We've lost 3,000 men, just 3,008 men, and we've already taken out 52,000 men fielded. The enemy armies are much bigger than ours. Mozambique has taken a majority of the casualties that has been fighting against us. Cameroon has lost about 15,000 men, and the Democratic Republic of Congo has lost about 5,000. So it does look like our enemies are pushing and trying to fight in certain areas, but for the most part, I'm really not too concerned about it. They're not going to be able to stop me, and we're going to push right up through this river here with that singular tank division, that armored brigade, moving right in through the south, or right through the north. I mean, not the south, right into the north. And it does look like Cameroon is pushing up against us, trying to take back land for the Central African Republic. So we're going to push back against them even harder and show them that this land is my land. This land's not your land. In the immortal words of Olives, I have a shotgun and you ain't got one. So basically, we're going to push them right back out. Can we take those guys? It looks like we can take those guys. Yeah, we're already taking those guys. Never mind. Disregard. All right. Movement on the front. All along the front. And oof. Cameroon is trying to be sneaky and coming up from different directions. So we're going to attack from the north there. Take back that territory and push back into the south. We don't really have a whole bunch of men holding these areas here. So Mozambique. I probably said Cameroon, but I meant Mozambique. Is causing us a little bit of trouble just because it's very wholly undefended down there. Should anyone else join the CSTO, we could be in a bit more trouble. If we actually zoom out and take a look at the faction map, we can see that CSTO has actually gathered some traction down here. I don't know who the faction leader of the CSTO is, so that's interesting. I guess it's them. I guess it's Cameroon. Maybe. But the African Federation will not be held back. If anything, we could call in our allies who have much larger armies than them. Yeah, between the two of them, that's 100 divisions just hanging out, smoking cigarettes while they wait to do things. Let's take a look at the casualties now. Well, the enemy casualties are up to 236,000. Mozambique shouldering the brunt of that, and the Democratic Republic of Congo shouldering the second brunt. And We've only lost 7,000 men. That's pretty much how I like my wars to be. Absolutely one-sided. And just watching the enemy positions get completely annihilated in disgusting fashion. That's right. We're just going to keep pushing, basically. That's all we're going to do here. The lack of infrastructure is very apparent, as we can see here. Like, just look at that. The infrastructure in these parts of Africa are really, really bad. Honestly, this should be a priority for us to increase the infrastructure so we can actually get the supplies to our men. Thus, we can actually take over this territory because, honestly, with how little supply there is to be had in these regions, there's a good chance our dudes are going to just run out of food trying to fight, and we're actually going to end up taking far more casualties than we would have otherwise. No, you need to attack from the north. Oh, that was not working at all well. That was a bad idea. My bad, boys. I called a bad attack on you. My bads. But thankfully, John Walker is doing a good job of holding this territory. These men are going to hold. No, stop. Oh, okay, I guess they're not stopping. They're going for broke. All right, well, they lost. That's actually probably the most casualties we've lost. Yeah, look at that. Those 3,000 men we just lost in this singular battle there. That's not good. That's not good at all. So what are we going to do next? We're going to take that territory. We're going to push them out. They're going to charge at us. We're going to charge from the east and try to put some hurting on them. Some reinforcements are going to come in. We're going to take this really, really shitty territory. Again, Democratic Republic of Congo, not exactly known for how much money and resources it has, but we're going to try to take it anyway. And you're going to push up here. You're going to push straight through there. Cameroon has kind of backed off on its attacks. Frankly, I don't blame them. The amount of casualties they were taking justifies them not charging at us like dingbats. Let's see if our 3 divisions can take that. Nah, they can't. For shame. Too bad. I was kind of hoping they would, so then we would push right through the Central African Republic, take back that territory. But they just have so much manpower that we can't really bust through like we would want to. We could utilize nukes at this point in the war, but again, that's not something we're going to do. Yeah, and I was justifying on Chad as well because I was hoping to go to war with Chad, but frankly, we don't have the troops needed to do so. We would have to call our allies in, which is the last thing I want to do because I'm not exactly in the habit of sharing territory that I fought for, and my enemies or my allies just kind of did nothing in the process of trying to attain it. So we're not going to call anybody in, and we're just going to do this ourselves. We've been doing it so good so far, so why not? We've only lost 12,000 men. We still have plenty of manpower sitting in reserve. Our enemies have almost lost 500,000 troops at this point, creeping on 1,000. We just got to make sure that we're a little bit less aggressive in our attacks on the enemy positions. Frankly, I don't need to waste tanks, so especially when we still have 400 that need to replace our current forces. But again, we are still producing almost 8 of them a day, so we should be good, hypothetically speaking. And look, Cameroon is coming in hard and fast. Too bad for them. Their attacks are just not working. So we're going to push back right against the enemy forces, make a massive counterattack on them, and make them regret charging at us when they did. We retook that territory, which is good, and I didn't mean to click that. So we could try to overrun the enemy position, but that's probably not going to happen. We could attack from here, though. Yeah, and bring in the reinforcement from the north. Double whammy, boys. Double whammy. And we're actually going to push right there, take that over. We might get there before they do. God, they're so slow. Yeah, and then just hold out. Where are they retreating to? Oh, they're retreating to the north. Yeah, and then Cameroon's pushing up against us, taking casualties left and right. They're moving here. They're going to try to stop our tanks, which they're going to fail at doing, thankfully, as our tanks come rolling in, taking the territory. Are they still moving upward? Oh, I guess they're moving. Oh, they're moving here. Oh, we got to move. We can't get cut off. That would be bad. That would be very bad, yeah? God, the territory is just the worst. This is what we're taking over, guys. Like we lost 16,000 men at the cost of 538,000 enemies. Ugh. And the territory is just garbage, though. All right. We're going to try attacking this river, the perfect defensive fortification, unfortunately for us, because of that river. It's covering this territory right there from 3 sides. That does not make me happy, but it is what it is. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? Where's the capital at? All the way in the back. Of course it would be. Because why not? So what we're going to do is we're actually going to move this stuff up, keep on moving, take the worst of the territory. We're going to hold our positions here. We need to be more careful with these attacks. Like, what is this? All right. Oh, we're being attacked from the north. That's not good. I don't know who's doing that. Don't get cut off, boys. Don't get cut off. Are you almost there yet? Oh, they got slowed down like halfway through. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Attack. Attack them. Just distract them, boys. Distract them. So that the other 2 armored brigades can get back here to where they need to be. What's all in this division? It's all right here. Alright, so... Oh, these guys aren't in a division. Do we have any other dudes who just showed up into the fight, or no? No, there's no one who's really ready. We could bring in these 3 guys. Because why not? We need some additional frontline troops anyway. We'll strategically redeploy them over here. Because this territory is probably going to get taken pretty quickly. What do we need to do? Well, we need more rifles. That could be kind of useful right now. We need to start researching more stuff. And this is going to be a long episode. It just dawned on me. It's going to be a really long episode. And you need to stop attacking. I don't know what. Yeah, stop that. No more attacks. Just the 2. Once they get through, boom. Boomskis. Oh, they're getting a fucking heavy attack. Oh, but they're holding it now. They're good. They're winning. Boom. There we go. Won the fight. All right, missing equipment. What are we not producing? Motorized vehicles. I mean, what do you want from me? I ain't got no motorized vehicles. Budskis. All right, there. We're building them. We're building them. I guess stop building so many bombers. I could bring in the bombers to start assisting us in the war effort, but I don't know. I'm not overly concerned about it, if you know what I mean. We're going to do that. Yeah, there we go. So now we've actually got some trucks being produced. Oh, thank God. We no longer get the effects from the worker strikes. Wonderful. Wonderful. Because worker strikes are no bueno in the great state of Djibouti. But we are starting to suffer horrendously from this fucking god-awful, absolutely god-awful attrition that the Democratic Republic of Congo is inadvertently putting on us with their shitty roads. Production or construction-wise, let's see, how bad is it? Oh god, it's so bad. It's so bad. All right. Yeah, we pretty much need roads. Like, we're not going to be able to conquer this country, or at least our casualties are going to start mounting even higher. As you've seen, we've gone up to 21,000 casualties, and they're only at 645,000. So that's not good, but there's really nothing we can do about it right now. We just kind of got to take it. We got to take the beating, boys. We got to take the beating. But thankfully, we are pushing against Mozambique, who was not ready for that ass whooping that we've given them. And I'm actually going to put like an objective to push forward, and we might actually tell them to do that if we need so. Thankfully, though, we still have that big population we can kind of call out if we need to. You know, taking down one of these countries would be incredibly beneficial. If we manage to defeat someone such as Cameroon, this would make the fight a lot easier for us. And we could re-divert 16 divisions to fight in the Democratic Republic of Congo. But, again, I don't know how much it's really going to matter with just how bad the attrition is here. We might just try to have to hold the line and hope we win over time, essentially. Or, like, wait till I can build the roads needed to get my troops to where I need them to go. So that's a possibility as well. If we could just try bombing them, but honestly, it wouldn't matter. The attrition is doing all the damage that needs to be done. Oh god, my casualties are up to 25,000, but the enemy casualties are up to 800,000. Oh Jesus, Jesus Christ! Forward, men, into the fray, for the Emperor. Okay, that didn't work. That didn't work at all. Tanks, tankies, tank. I guess attack from the east, and then we'll see how they do. All right, well, they're doing a lot better from the east. Actually, they're winning from the east. Interesting. Bring in additional tanks. Push the fight. Come on, boys. Push hard. Push fast. Take this territory for Djibouti. Look at that. See, that's Djibouti. Djibouti is actually one of the largest countries in the world at this point in time. We're getting up there, boys. We're getting up there. Little bit by little bit. And I don't know what's going on here. We're losing that fight. Oh, God, we're losing so many tanks. I wasn't paying attention. That's what I get. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Civilian factory sabotage. Well, that's also not good. But we're about to push a bunch of Cameroonians right out of that northern part of Cameroon there, and hopefully they retreat to the north again. Because if they retreat to the north again, we can cut them off and kill them. That's what we should have done before, but I wasn't paying attention. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. All right, there we go. We're winning the fight now. Yeah, that's 16 divisions of Cameroonian soldiers who are stuck up there. The enemy losses are up to almost 100,000. And, I mean, you can just watch it mount by the day. They're losing, by the hour, they're losing thousands of men. Well, we're only losing, you know, hundreds, if that. But we are fighting a war on many fronts. 3 major fronts, really, with the Democratic Republic of Congo, with Cameroon, and in the south with Mozambique. But thankfully, we are winning the war, as far as I can tell. Especially if the casualties are any indicator, with so many casualties between the enemy forces. At this point in time, Mozambique and Cameroon are the ones with the largest casualties by far. So that's interesting, to say the least. Are we actually beating those guys? Oh yeah, we are kicking them into the dirt. That's oh man, that hurts. That hurts. But we don't want to send all 3 divisions, so we're just going to send 1. All right, moving on. And we're going to send that one up there, and the other 2 are going to fight and take that territory over. Yeah, that bumped their losses up to 1.25 million almost. This is just disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I don't like that. You know what? Tanks, roll up. Provide some backup, and then we'll push up right through there into Uwandi. I can't really pronounce that. Provide support. Oh, did they retreat? Oh, they retreated. Damn, that sucks. I was kind of hoping you wouldn't, but that's okay. We're going to push Cameroon right out of there, and that pretty much once we push in to that area on them, that's going to be all she wrote for Cameroon. Yeah, because their casualties are like through the sky right now. They've lost over 500,000 men, and the casualties are just mounting. However, at the same time, we've lost like 1,000 tanks, so we're not doing all that much better in terms of casualties. We are up to producing almost 9 tanks a day, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so we got to keep pushing like that and taking this territory, and it's going to be game over, bruh. Hopefully we win soon. Mozambique might actually be the last. Yeah, Cameroon just capitulated. All right, so we can take those 16 divisions, and we can reinforce our allies in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Let me delete all the orders they currently have and reposition there, boys. Get on the front line. And, yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to move all those tanks over there. And then these dudes are pretty much just going to hold against Mozambique. Oh, Kuwait joined the CSTO. Oh, that's actually not good. We don't want to get too many of the people in the Middle East, especially someone like Saudi Arabia. We don't want to get them involved in our war. That would be concerning. But we are going to go ahead and push over and see if we can't beat those guys. Oh, yeah, we're definitely beating them. Can we win that fight? No, we can't. Ooh. We took a lot of casualties for just a few hours. That's okay. That's okay. I have faith. I have faith that my Sadland liberators will do what needs to be done to win the war against our opponents and to conquer these countries once and for all for the greater Djibouti and our sweet, sweet giblets. This is actually just going to be one really long episode to, like, hold you guys over. And, oh, come on. Yeah, we're winning. We're winning. Lots of winning all the way down the line. That's exactly what I want to see. Why are we attacking there? What's going on with that? Stop. What the hell was that? What are you doing? Stop. Stop. God, sometimes, man, the AI in this game just fucking trips me the fuck out. Did you see that? Excuse me. Like, a whole division just went and killed itself charging into that position. That was so stupid. Oh, God, the AI, man. Sometimes, just pisses me off. That was ridiculous. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We're going to take this territory. We're going to just completely crush the Democratic Republic of Congo. And we're going to turn it into a country worth fighting over. Because right now it's totally not. And we're going to make it worth, you know, something like money. Give them some sweet, sweet amusement park big coupons to help them out. Because, like, good Christ, man, they're just so poor. Don't worry, I got you, Congo. Djibouti gonna be your friend. We gonna be your best friend. Alright, yeah, that wasn't working. So what are my casualties up to now? Almost 50,000 at the cost of 1.5 million enemy troops. We're pushing into Mozambique. So that's pretty cool. Attack right there. God, all these rivers, like, this is like the most defensible effing country I've ever seen. Like, Jesus. They've just got a river for everything. It's like, oh, you're going to try to go to the store? Well, there's a river. Oh, you're going to try to walk over here? Well, there's a river. You got to cross before you get here. There's just all the fucking rivers you could possibly think of. It's like, Jesus, tap dancing Christ, man. I don't want no more rivers. I'm tired of it. I'm getting rid of them. I'm moving out. No more rivers. No more. No more at all. Dude, I'm sick and tired of this terrible attrition, though. Like, I can't get past that. That's some bad attrition. It actually makes me want to reinstate, like, logistics supply systems in my troops, which is a little late in the war, and I don't really have the manpower to do that. I would have to swap some stuff around. God, I wouldn't want to do that. I guess we could get rid of the military police and replace it with logistics companies. But that decreases us by so much. But it decreases the supply usage. I don't know. We should probably do that for our tanks. No, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. I think that once this war's over and once we redevelop the supply lines in this area, I don't think it'll be so bad. Oh, what is this? Attack. Attack. Don't let them win. Don't let them win. Oh, God. They've actually got enough troops that they were holding us back. No, but once again, we're kicking some ass and taking some names. And we pushed him out of there. So I want the... Well, pause. I want the tanks to hold this position here. Or not. They're going to keep pushing. I kind of wanted them to take that. But they keep being attacked. Damn it. Damut. So yeah, we want to do that and cut off the majority of Mozambique's army. Make it to where there's not a whole bunch they can do as we take that territory from them. Dude, they're just throwing lives away. Like, it's ridiculous how many troops they're just throwing into the meat grinder to try to slow us down. But I guess it's not really a bad idea because it is slowing us down and stopping us from cutting off the majority of their army. Well, it's not going to stop us now. There we go. Yep. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty much going to be the end of Mozambique. And the CSTO's attempt to stop us from conquering their countries as standing against us. It's just not looking well, man. It's not looking well at all. Attack. Really now? Really? Really? God, they're just going to fight to the end. Look how many fucking battalions are in these armies. Like, these armies are stacked with troops. Like, just absolutely stacked. It's ridiculous, frankly. We just got to whittle them down a bit, though. Attack from 5 sides. Go in, boys. All right, you stay there and hold that position. Actually, we're not even holding that position. Should I? No. All right. Let's go take a look at the war in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Attrition is still absolutely horrendous, but it's getting better. It wasn't as bad as it was. We're still losing too many troops to something that we shouldn't lose them to at all. We're going to push in right there. Go ahead and take that over. We're going to push in right there. Go ahead and take that over. We're going to push in right there. Go ahead and take that over. We're going to push in right there. Not going to take that over. It was worth a try. Like, if we could take right here, though, we're solid. Like, we could take that, maybe then come in from the north. Well, they still have an open corridor right there to come through. I'm not too happy about that. No big deal. We'll push in right here. That's a big slab of land. You guys are going to hang out here. And what else? What else needs to be done? Well, we still got some divisions up here. We're going to keep them up there just in case anybody else decides to go to war with us. We haven't really been producing any new divisions because we have so many divisions that need to be upgraded. We need 3,000 tanks to replace the current tanks we have in the field. Mozambique's army the majority of its army anyway, is fighting that last stand there. They were just completely wiped out. So we're going to move those dudes there. Our tanks are going to hold out right here. just putting more casualties on them. The Djibouti Central African War has led to almost 2 million losses for the CSTO. The advanced armies of Djibouti, with our organization and whatnot, means that we've only lost 54,000 troops. So this has been an absolute bloodbath for the CSTO organization. So frankly, this has not been a good war at all for them. I actually kind of feel bad. And once we take over this territory right here with those tanks, it's pretty much just going to be a push right into the north to wipe out the other half of the Mozambique army. So, yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, this has been eventful. This has been 40 minutes of pure warfare, right? Oh, and look, we just cut off the rest of the Congo forces. I think it's Congolese is how you would say that, I think. The Congolese forces. We've just cut off the rest of them. So now it's about to be an absolute bloodbath for the rest of the Congo. Yeah, it's not good for them. It's not good for them at all. That's like, look how many divisions are about to get caught up and all that nonsense. But we will keep one infantry division back here to hold the territory. We don't want to give all of it up. There's no reason to do that. We will take these two and start pushing on the Congo capital. The casualties are now almost past 2 million, 1.86 million. We're going to push in right there. Okay, we're already doing that. We're going to push in right there. We're going to not worry about that right now. We're going to push in right here and just try to cut off units where we can. Come on, go, boys. Go, 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 go. Oh, my God. This is cripplingly slow. Hey, look, it's the 16th of December, 2015. What a good day. Maybe, I don't remember. But it is about to be Christmas. We're going to have some sweet Christmas ham to celebrate our victory over Congo and their dilapidated forces. That's right. Oh, we just got a Gen 5 main battle tank. That's exactly what I want. Oh, God, yes. Glorious, glorious victory. And we're going to go ahead and do that. So basically now we're producing out-of-date tanks. We're missing 2,000, but we're working on it. We are going to swap all these over to Gen 5 main battle tanks. I'm going to use some of our army experience to upgrade our tanks as they stand. Boom. Look at that. Give us some nice little upgrades. Increase reliability. Exactly 100. And these are the new tanks we're going to be designing. These Gen 5 MBT Mark 1s. Alright. We still have another thing to do. I guess we'll just go ahead and get Gen 3 mechanized infantry. And what are the casualties at now? 1.87 mil. That is horrendous. Like, this is an absolute bloodbath. There's no other way of putting it. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. And once Congo's capital falls, that's even more of a just defeat. I think Congo's dead at that point. Just absolutely dead. There's no coming back from that point on once their capital's been taken. I mean, there's really no coming back now. They're surrounded and defeated as far as it goes, but... You know, I mean, I guess don't count a good dog out of the fight or whatever. I don't remember how that phrase goes. Come on now. Like, God, this infrastructure is total trash. Like, look how long it takes for that to get there. Come on. Tick, 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 tick. There we go. All right, yeah, and the Democratic Republic of Congo has capitulated. They've been defeated. Gave us a couple bits and pieces of resources that really we don't need. Cameroon still got some troops over here, it looks like. So that's interesting. And then the next person we need to worry about is Mozambique. We haven't been paying any attention to them. But again, we've trapped 11 divisions, just wiped them out off the face of the earth. But Mozambique still has 989. So they still have around 27 divisions left, ready to continue the fight against Great Djibouti. And with that, I think this is a good enough place as any to end. We've been going for 45 minutes at this point in time. The war is almost over. The Djibouti Central African War that has cost the lives of over 2 million Africans. And the CSTO organization has been absolutely gutted. Like, they still have Mozambique still stands, Bahrain still stands, Kuwait still stands, and South Ossetia still stand. But frankly, if you look at the size of their armies, Mozambique and the Democratic Republic of Congo and Cameroon were all the biggest contenders. Kuwait's got some troops, but not enough to hold us back. So, anyway, This has been Commissar, bro. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series as much as I'm enjoying playing it. This was a long one, and I hope you enjoyed that. So you have plenty of war going on. If we take a look back, we can see Djibouti is looking pretty sexy with a population of over 538 million. Djibouti is coming up, baby, and it's going to get nasty. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.